Hi Big Tractor Power fans, I'm at the 2023 Farm Progress Show and I'm here with Matt Booms, who I've had a chance to visit with on new tractors in the past, and I'm really excited to see this new Case IH 715 Quadtrac. All new look, all new power, and we're going to visit with Matt to talk about the features of what this tractor can do on the farm. Matt, good morning. It's exciting to see the 715.
Good morning, Big Tractor Power fans. Welcome to the Farm Progress Show and our first chance to show off an all-new Steiger Quadtrac, model number 715. This is the biggest Steiger we've ever made. 715 rated horsepower, and when we lug it down, it's going to go to work at 778 peak horsepower and over 2,400 pound-feet of torque. It's all about power and performance, but yet balance it to be nimble and maneuverable and not induce any more compaction than we need in the agricultural business. We're so excited to show off this tractor. It is new. From the hood, the styling, the lighting, the tracks, the undercarriage. The cab has new features. That is true from the bottom of our Steiger lineup at 425 horsepower all the way up to the 715 and all the models in between. There's so much to tell about this new tractor. It starts at the front, it finishes at the 3-point hitch. We have a 3-point hitch on this 715 capable of putting all that power to the 3-point hitch. No matter what application you're looking for, we have the ability to put the power to the ground and get the job done on your farming operations.
So this tractor is new from the ground up, front, back, your chassis. And what size tracks are you running on this machine?
So whenever we talk about Quadtrac, that's a popular question. What size belts? What's the footprint? How do we get to the power to the ground? Our earliest build, we're gonna feature the 36-inch wide track, and it's an all-new track for us from Lock Performance. It's a longer track. It gives us more ground contact, and in the future, we're gonna also offer a 30-inch as well. We anticipate that 36 is gonna be the major player to get all that power to the ground and protect the root growing area, because it's the tractor, it's the powerhouse. It's either gonna pull a tillage or a seeder or a big planter. So we have to be cognizant of the ground pressure we put down.
Matt, just before we get up in the cab and do the ride and drive, I'd like to take a look at the drive system part of these tracks, because you've got a lot of tractor here and definitely a bigger heavy duty design for this Quadtrac system. It's not just the past, it's the future.
Absolutely. At Case IH, when we talk about power and performance, it's a balance. So as the power gets bigger on the tractor, we need to make sure that the rest of the drivetrain is balanced to handle it for longevity, maintenance-free life. Now, what we've done on the all-new tractor is also took the ability to redesign our undercarriage, redesign the track system to put that power to the ground. A couple of the new attributes of this new system: an overall longer track, more belt length, allows us to actually stretch out from idler to idler. We put a bigger footprint down on the ground. We also gave us the ability to increase the size of our drive wheel, still holding true to the attributes of the Case IH design of a positive engaging drive wheel to track lug in the center. Larger drive wheel diameter increases our transport speed. So, as we think about the customers who will utilize a tractor of this size, unfortunately doesn't mean that their farms are laid out consecutively. When they have to travel down the road, we pick up more transport speed out of our undercarriage. A little bit longer belt helps that track to stay cool on those longer runs.
What kind of speed are you able to get out of the 715?
Top speed on a 715, if your implement will allow it and traffic conditions allow, we'll call it 26 mile an hour.
That's very impressive. So what kind of weight does the tractor have now?
So overall, again, it's about balancing power, but not being overly heavy for compaction purposes. Base weight on the tractor is 66,000 pounds. We start adding things like the twin flow pump system or the 3-point hitch or a PTO in the back. That'll add that weight incrementally. Additionally, we've made it so, depending on our application, if we need to ballast the tractor heavier, our new front weight frame has modular additional weight carrying capacity. Keep it light when you don't need it, but if you need to do a high torque, slow speed pull, add the ballast to make the tractor perform.
So if you put on the 3-point, the added weights, what's your full field weight?
So maximum gross vehicle weight, the tractor is rated for up to 70,000 pounds of gross vehicle weight.
That's a big tractor.
It is, absolutely.
In addition to working in the field, a big part of operating a tractor like this is maintenance, daily maintenance and regular maintenance throughout the year. And Case IH has made this a whole bunch easier with some new features. So Matt, let's take a look at that.
Absolutely. We talk about the bold new big hood and cooling packaging, new engine, but it doesn't need to be tough when it comes time to go and do those daily maintenances. Daily maintenance, checking your engine oil. That's actually done from the other side of the tractor through a trap door. We don't have to remove any covers. We don't have to open the hood. But if we do need to, we've made the hood of the new 715 a power opening feature. From the left side of the tractor, very close to where the ladder is, where an operator would get out, we come up to a lockable. So if we need to secure the tractor for storage, we can actually padlock or key lock. Open up the switch, box, single click of an electrical switch puts the hood into an automatic raise process. This is likely your first look at the heart of the new beast. 16-liter FPT Case IH branded engine. 2-stage turbocharging. You get all of that power and efficiency that we need. All new cooler package to cool up to 113 gallons of hydraulic oil flow. And do it very quietly and efficiently to save any type of parasitic power loss. The hood is open. We can now see under the hood, we can see the coolers as we walk around the tractor. Show off the all-new cooler package at the front. Pin locking, foldable coolers, foldable coolers. 2 new radial air filters up on top. There's a little latch on the red portion of the hood that says QuadTrac. I can actually break away that portion of the hood to get access to those air filters up on top. Batteries are underneath that tread plate. And down here, this is the easily accessible engine oil dipstick for daily check. No need to remove debris shields, but if I do, quick turn, no tools access.
Those debris shields are a big plus, keeping corn and wheat and everything else, all that stubble and chaff out of there.
That's the whole goal. We want to exhaust the fan air, the fan blast, keep that engine compartment cool, clean, but don't let any debris get ingested into there. That's a little look, first look under the hood of the 715 with our all new 16-liter engine. So we showed to open the hood, it was a single click of the button. But for safety purposes, I need to hold that switch down. It's a momentary in the down position, so I'll help guide it down.
Here we are in the cab of the 715 Quadtrac and ready to head out for the ride and drive.
All right, part of the new 715 Quad is the new styling inside the cab. Some of the features for model year 24 include ram ball track in the headliner, so customers can hang whatever extra displays, monitors, and accessories they want. Lots of power and connectivity ports. USB charging port up on top. And on the side, we also see a second ram ball track for pillar mounted displays. Another new feature for model year 24, a premium audio system. Not just roofline speakers, tweeters, and under the instructor seat is a tuned port subwoofer. So when you're putting the long hours in the tractor, we got the ability to enjoy the audio experience, immerse yourself in sound, sync your phone up to Bluetooth, so when business calls come in, simply teach one of the programmable buttons to answer your phone for you. Stay focused on what you're doing out in the field. Part of what we're doing on the ride drive, we're going to show off some of the technology features of the tractor. Not just AccuGuide steering, but we're also going to show off AccuTurn, where the tractor on our course here will actually simulate a field. Our good friends at the Farm Progress Show gave us a place to show off our tractors, but it's really a pretty small dance floor for these big tractors. So what we did is we simulated a field with curve guidance. At the B point, we'll simulate a headland, where AccuTurn will actually make that turn for us. We're going to skip 4 swaths and come back down the back side of the field. AccuTurn will actually engage the turn into the headlands and engage the turn outside of the headlands without any steering interference. The tractor will travel down the back straightaway to the point where we'll take control of the steering wheel. We're going to turn this tractor all the way to the right and turn in a quick circle to see how agile this new tractor is, how tight of a turn circle we can drive. And then we'll work our way back to the parking area here. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Sounds good.
Clutch down. On the left-hand side of our steering wheel, we select forward for our tractor. My instrument cluster shows that we're going to move forward. Our speed limit out here on the driving course is going to be 5 miles an hour. We enter the course with our thumb tip. Simply select the guidance engage button. We get the confidence chirp that guidance is engaged. Rev our engine up, we can get rolling to our 5 mile an hour. And let the tractor go to work, following this curved guidance line.
Well, that's really handy because you could have an old barn or a woods or a creek in your field, and it's nice that it's just looping around.
Might be a little bit dramatic for many of our field applications, but just a way to show off the turning performance of the tractor in such a small area.
Well, I have filmed in a 3,000 acre field, and I have filmed in fields this size with big tractors, so it's good to have that nimble and agility and also the technology to handle it.
Coming up, we put a couple of bumps and berms in our track so we can get a feel for how gently the tractor approaches those bumps and berms. Our display gives us a countdown that AccuTurn is about to turn right in 15 feet. And before we hit the flag line, our tractor makes a turn. Follows its preset course across a couple more staggered berms. So we'll feel the tractor react to that staggered roughness.
Well, that's really nice. I mean, you just hardly feel it.
And again, our countdown was on, re-engaged into our turn, and away we go. Working down the backside of our very small field.
I have to say this is impressive because especially it seems like when you're doing your perimeters, your headlands, it's the most time consuming part. of the field work, and this would definitely make it a lot easier.
Absolutely. All right, our signs on the track tell us to take control. Means grab the steering wheel, break out of guidance, and get into the turn circle. Our whole goal here, drive into the turn, smoothly turn all the way to the right. Notice the visibility off to the right. You can see the cones as we make a tight circle around them. As we continue our turn, if you want to shoot out the back, you can see the excellent visibility all the way to the drawbar pin on the tractor. So when we're hooking up to implements, we can back up very safely. One person can hook up to an implement using our auto drop pin, where if we set the hitch pin in the right position, there's a little trigger that will drop the pin in the pinhole for you.
That's nice.
The whole point of it is safety. Many times these tractors will be paired with a big implement for a whole season. But if you switch implements, you don't need to call the whole crew over to try and make that implement change. Very quickly, we've completed our lap, come back into our parking lanes, pull back on the multi-function handle to drop our ground speed. We pull the engine back to idle. Notice how quiet it is here in the cab.
Very quiet. I think this is easier than driving my truck.
Just because it is a big, bold tractor doesn't mean that it needs to be clumsy. As we remember looking at that big, bold hood, now from up here in the cab, notice the sight lines forward, how the sloped hood, the wide hood, all of a sudden that big cooler package almost disappears. New from out of year 24, our left-hand area, we've redesigned our exhaust system to minimize the obstruction out that left-hand front corner of the tractor.
Yep, it completely disappears. That's the cab post.
Yes, indeed. That's the whole goal, is visibility during the daytime or nighttime. Because one of the next features from out of year 24 is an all-new lighting package. More lights available around the roof cap of the tractor. So all new roof cap, all new design up there allows for more lights, and then more light per light. So our lighting packages include lights with 1400 lumens, 3000 lumens, or 5000 lumens per light. Jokingly, I say the 1400 lumen light is the one that you see across the mile. The 3000 light, that's the light that you see across the township or the county. 5,000 lumens, boy, we can almost see that from outer space. The whole point is be safe whatever your working conditions are.
Matt, thank you for the thorough explanation of this new tractor. I really appreciate getting out to events like Farm Progress so I can learn from the experts what to look for when I'm filming this in the field. I can't wait to see this working in Western Kentucky later this fall, and just an impressive tractor. So I know a big question from people is, what do I need to know about features? What is the cost of this machine? Where can people learn about that?
Well, Big Tractor Power viewers, at Case IH, we partner with our dealers. We always encourage you, go see your local dealer. If you feel that a 715 has a home on your farm for all the power, productivity, to get through those acres, pull those largest implements at the speed they're designed to pull, to cover the acres, see your local Case IH dealer or visit us at the next farm show or on caseih.com. We have our build and price on there. You can build out your dream tractor and see what the full sticker price is.
Well, thank you very much, and we'll look forward to seeing more of these at work all over the country.
Absolutely. Next time we hope to put an implement behind it, let you actually feel all that power.
I hope you've enjoyed learning about this new 715 horsepower Case IH STEIGER QUADTRAC tractor. If you've appreciated this presentation, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there's over 2,000 videos of farm machines in action. If you would like to see additional content from the channel featuring Steiger and QUADTRAC tractors, continue to watch for a few more seconds to the end screen for a direct link to 2 more Big Tractor Power YouTube videos. As always, thank you for watching.